Hey everyone, we're live here in Lake George, New York. Welcome to Butchie Boom. We're so happy you're here. It's a beautiful day. It's 91 degrees. It's the Saturday before Memorial Day. 1 week to go. Memorial Day weekend next week. We're parked here. I have to scoot along because they're going to get mad at me for parking here, but I wanted to show you the lake as close up as I possibly can. We're going to be scooting around through the village of Lake George. I can't do that right now because we're not scheduled to start until 4 o'clock. So I'm going to just chit chat with you, show you the scenes around here a little bit, and then we'll do a drive tour of the village of Lake George. We'll swing down past the Minnehaha, and we'll take a look and see what's going on over there. There's a lot we're going to be doing. But right now, I'm being told that they want me to hit the road because I can't be over here. That's okay. I don't even know where I'm at, to be quite frank with you. I'm here in Lake George. But I wanted to get this streaming a little bit early to get any of the kinks worked out. And I hope that everything is coming across nice and smooth. I have a new internet service provider, and I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. And I do apologize that you're seeing the dashboard. I hate that look, but there's really not much I can do about it. But I believe that this is $1 Million Beach in Lake George. I believe. Lake George $1 Million Beach Day used yet, but it's closed. You think they'd be open the week before Memorial Day? Well, we're going to get out. We're going to find a spot to park. We'll hang out. We got the lake right over here to the right. The Minnehaha's coming up on the right. So we're going to try and find a spot to park. I see people are parked here with their flashers on. Last time I did that, the local floods ran me out. But if these guys are willing to stop with their flashers on for a minute, I am too. So that means I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to try to give you guys a nice shot of the lake and the surrounding areas really quick. Oh, and of course, there's a cop coming down the road. But what are they going to do? You can see the lake up there in my window. Absolutely beautiful. There's boats clearly out there. People are swimming. We're going to get moving so the sheriff doesn't. Yeah, he just gave me the finger. Not that finger, folks. The finger to move it on. Get off the road. But yeah, they're clearly parked here on, and they're out here on the beach. I'm going to swing this around a little bit so you can see the beach as I'm going by. I'm just going to go really, really slow because we're really early. I'm not supposed to be on until 4 o'clock, but I wanted to make sure that there was going to be no technical glitches. So I started early. So we're just going to meander around. I think we may actually make this circle all over again. But Lake George is hopping, and it's not even Memorial Day yet, folks. We got a week to go. The Minnehaha. It's right here to the right. I don't know if you can see it through these people. And I'm going to try to go over here and see if there's a spot to park and walk around and kill some time. But you're getting at least a look at the shoreline here, but there's got to be a spot to park. Otherwise, I'm going to ride around in circles until 4 o'clock. With the price of gas, I'd rather not do that. $4.86 I just saw here in Lake George. Not as bad as Saratoga, $4.89. All right, I'm going to swing around, folks. So we're going to just get a little quick view here. I really hope that this is coming across nice and smooth. And, you know, it never fails, too, when I have the camera on. There's always a bigger vehicle in the front of me. It's not even Memorial Day. And the town is packed. Hey, folks, if you like this live stream and you want to see more of them, don't forget to give us those thumbs up. It really does help. Oh, great. Here comes a real true patriot on a motorcycle. It's got some colorful signs on him. Wonderful. Good. I'll keep him out of my shot. He must be a really big patriot because he's got a really big flag on the back of his motorcycle. Must mean you're a really big patriot, better than I am. It drives me crazy. Makes me nuts. So yes, we're heading out of Lake George, but we're going to be going back in. Like I said, I'm just killing time. We're a half hour early, so get a little bit of the scene here on Route 9. We're going to make a left and come right back where we were. Right about here, I think it is. I don't see any signs that says no left turns. There is a horse and buggy sign over here to the left, though. That's hysterical. See it? Hysterical. So look, there's a little bit of golf over here to the right. We watched a video commercial yesterday where somebody had this really loud, obnoxious horn. It was on YouTube. And they were driving up behind people and walking up and honking that horn, scaring the skeleton out of their body. It's pretty funny, actually. Can you just see those mountains? I don't know if you can see them. I really hope you guys can see what I'm saying. I could be that guy that just stops here and throws the flashers on. I'm broken down. There's a beautiful shot of Lake George and the sailboats. I just don't know where these people park. They must really walk for miles and miles. Left over here is the lake. I'm going to try my best to get over here. I can't find someplace to give us a better shot. What is this road here? This is Rose Place. There's no U-turn. I'm not making a U-turn. I'm just going down. Oh, I guess I can't go down. Oh, well, then I guess I have to make a U-turn now, don't I? Sorry, folks. You should say no outlet. No, but no beach access. We're tired of hiding the booms. Oh, no, tired of hiding the bodies. Oh, gosh. Welcome to Lake George. $93 degrees. I'm gonna get back. I was in here a little while ago. It was like a launch area. and wasn't really supposed to be in here. Just scoot around one more time so you can see the launch. Let's go. This guy from New Jersey. They come from all over the place here, folks. So this is where they go to launch. And such a, I'd like to be out on that water, but I'm telling you right now, I know it's cold. Yeah, face them right out on the lake. I am stuck. Let's go see if we can. So yeah, this is $1 million beach, folks. Oh, look, the Minnehaha's going out. Can you see it? Unfortunately, with this camera, I cannot zoom in. She runs like every hour on the hour, I think, somewhere along the lines. It's actually 3:36 in the afternoon, so I don't think that's every hour on the hour. The noise you're hearing is the wind blowing. There is a nice breeze coming off the lake. I saw somewhere where there is show you these mountains over there. That's Prospect Mountain up there. We went up there last year. We're going to go up there again this year. Maybe for Memorial Day. Who knows? We'll try it. Well, that's the Mohegan. That's not the Minnehaha. That's why it's on top of here. That's the Mohegan, though. Their schedule's a little bit different, and I think it's a little bit longer than an hour. Maybe they probably won't be back for a couple hours. Beautiful day out. But at 4 o'clock, we'll get back in the car and we'll drive around through the village of Lake George so we can see what the village is like a week before Memorial Day. Lake George Village is packed right now. You can only imagine what it's going to be on Memorial Day weekend. Next weekend, we'll start piling in here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. By Sunday, watch out, big party. Another big flag on Kawasaki. I prefer Harley myself, or Indian. It's really windy. Choppy ride out on that water. These smaller boats. This guy over there bouncing around. We're a little bit early going live. We're here in Lake George, New York. It's the crown jewel of the Adirondacks. It's 93 degrees, sunny, hot, but beautiful breeze coming on this thing. You probably hear it. And we're here at one of the public boat launches that's close to $1 Million Beach. $1 Million Beach is still closed, so I couldn't get over there. That's okay. We found this spot here, which is just fine. And at 4 o'clock, we're going to get back in the car. And we're just going to go run through the village really quick and see what's going on in the village, what the crowds are like. What I saw coming down here was everybody was out and about. White Mountain. You see the mountains up there? We did some great videos up there, Prospect Mountain last year. We're going to do it again. I'm going to try to shoot for going up there, doing a live thing Sunday morning, next Sunday morning for Memorial Day. Let's have a cup of coffee for the vets. Say hello. I'm not sure I'm going to get signal up there to go live. That's why I'm saying I don't know. But I'm going to give it my shot. If you just joined us, you probably missed the Mohegan. It's the sister boat to the Minnehaha that just went out. That'll probably be back in about an hour or two. I don't know how they're out. I think the Minnehaha should be coming out pretty soon. So we may get a shot of that. There's a lot of activity. There's a pretty decent chop out of that lake because of the wind. So these smaller boats. Folks, don't forget to leave us those comments and those thumbs up. We really do help support the channel a lot. You'd be amazed at how much thumbs up. And actually, here comes one of the big boats now. And that means even the Mohegan coming back in. The sailboat's going to be in the way. If you look to the right of that sailboat, you'll see it. And there we go. See it coming back in. We love doing these YouTube videos, folks. We're way behind schedule. The cost of gas is not helping. So it's making us have to rethink a lot of what we're doing and how we're planning to do the summer. We planned a full summer, but with our expenses doubled overnight with the gas prices, it's going to make things a little bit rough, but we'll get things out there for you. Keep supporting us by giving us those thumbs up. Subscribing to the channel. So here at Lake George, New York, it is 3:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 93 degrees, nice strong breeze blowing. I'm going to put it at about 5 to 10 knots. No, I'm not a meteorologist, but it's just my educated guess. It's a nice breeze, refreshing. It's humid. We've had a lot of rain, and then suddenly it's very hot. We've gone from 50s and 60s for highs, and here we are in over 90 today. And then tomorrow we're supposed to be 88 to 90 again. And then we drop back down into the 60s. What's going on? There's a weather machine out there somewhere. Someone's got their finger on the button. I have a sneaking suspicion who, but I won't say it. Yep, that looks like it's the Mohegan coming in, folks. She's coming in. She's moving pretty quickly, too. I'm using StreamYard, by the way, to stream this video. And I can't zoom in with this, which really stinks because I'd love to give you a much closer shot of that, but I can't. It just won't let me do it. But we're small-time YouTubers. So hopefully hopefully we'll grow, continue to grow, and we can afford more and more sophisticated stuff to bring you really, I guess, TV quality. Nah, we're just us. I don't think that's the Mohegan either. I got news for you. I don't think so. I think that's one of the other ships that are out there that they do tours with. There's several of them. Yeah, he's heading in a different direction. I think that's the Adirondack something or other. I forget. There's so many of them. It's not the Mohegan. I thought that was pretty quick. He joined us a little while ago. We saw it go out. I figured maybe he just went around that cul-de-sac out there and turned around and came back. But well, that's a completely different boat. Can you hear it? Telling everybody on shore, get the hell out of the way. I'm coming in. You can't see it. Maybe I can get a better shot. Doubt it. Let's check out here. See it pulling in the port over there. He's still chugging along. Oh man, is it beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful out. I'd love to be on the lake. What's wrong with me just standing here not being by that lake? Closer. Better yet, on a boat. I know I'm old now, but believe it or not, I used to swim really well. I think I still do. But kneeboarding and skiing, I've tried my hand at skiing. I do the perpetual split on the ski. I'm not good at it at all. But kneeboarding, I can get by. I was on Saratoga Lake and had a kneeboard pop me right dead in the kisser. Boy, that wasn't. Taught me a valuable lesson. Let go. The rope. You see those waves coming in? Can you hear them? I don't know what time the tides are. There is a significant tide here, but I don't think that's it. I think it's probably from that boat that just came through and all the activity that's out there. What is it? Light. Okay. That's Spanish for beach, in case everybody was listening. Six minutes until we hit the road. Let's really hope the rain holds off, at least until we get done. And if some of you guys know, I do Uber Eats and DoorDash deliveries. I should be out there doing that now, but instead I'm doing this. This is more fun. I'm still going to have to do it. So if you're interested, we do all kinds of videos of Uber Eats and Uber drivers, bus drivers, and Door Dashers, some trainings, how-tos, just overall shooting the Willy Bobo and talking tips and tricks and things along those lines. If you're interested, check out our playlist. We have a whole bunch of them. If you're looking to drive for Uber or do some Uber Eats deliveries or Door Dashers, I've got some great startup codes for you. I'll give you some references. Leave me a note in the comments below. Make sure that you get them. just had to cut this up. So 3:56, folks. And then we'll start it all over again. And hey, if you happen to have a place here on Lake George and you want to let us come do some filming over here directly on the lake, we'd love that. Let us know in the comments. $3.58 and all the while in Lake George, New York. The Saturday of the weekend before Memorial Day. No. Hey, the water's 48 degrees. Jeez, people were out there swimming earlier. I saw the kids down here swimming. 61 in Long Bay. Wow. That's the water temperature, folks, that we were just hearing from a passerby. Just a little below 50 in certain spots, and the high is 61. That's the water temperature. It wasn't that long ago we were down here filming the Minnehaha, practically surrounded by ice. You gotta check out that video last month. Not so long ago. It was cool. I know, because I stood out here and did the video. Hey everyone, and welcome to Butchie Boom. We're here at fabulous Lake George, New York. We're overlooking the lake right now for $1 Million Beach. We're at the public launch. $1 Million Beach is closed. We're going to be going off doing a tour of the village of Lake George through the windshield of my car. We're going to go up, and then we're going to come back down. So we're going to go up Main Street, we're going to turn around and come back down so that we can see it both sides. It's Saturday. It's 1 week before Memorial Day. This time next week, this town will be able to move. Where you see right now, all this sand will be covered with people having fun out there in that lake, getting ready to celebrate all our great vets with Memorial Day weekend. That's what Memorial Day is for, folks, to remember those who fought and died for us so that we could do these videos and come out here and be free in America. We love it. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget, folks, give us those thumbs up. We really need them. It helps support the channel. It tells YouTube that our videos and our live streams are worth watching. and it really puts it out there to folks. We really do appreciate it. It's 93 degrees. The humidity is probably about 70% or so, give or take. I'm not a meteorologist, but the wind's blowing right around 10 knots or so. It's a pretty decent wind when it's blowing. Nice breeze, it's refreshing, breaks up that humidity a little bit. Like I said, we're here at the launch. They're launching boats and they're taking them out. I don't know who would want to take their boat out of the water now, but speaking of the water and putting boats in the water, my God, the price of gas. I can only imagine what the gas is. I paid $4.89 a gallon in Saratoga, New York, Saratoga Springs, New York. It's just a few pennies less than that here in Lake George. I don't know what's going on, why our gas is so high. But here's my message. Knock it the hell out. It's hard, these gas prices. All right, we're getting back in the car. We're going to go do that drive. Yeah, and as most of you guys know, I do Uber Eats, DoorDash, and the cost of gas is just through the roof. It's hard to eke out a little living. Sorry about the noise while we start. It's almost not worth doing. I'm stubborn. I have no other choice, so I have to be out there to do it. And put this in perspective now. According to my car, it's not 100. It's 102 degrees. That's what my car says. Our heat index is supposed to be to 99 today, so it's not far off, but it'll come back down as we start moving. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, no, we have so our weather is like really crazy. Last week we had some 90s and then it dropped into the 60s. We're going to be near 90 tomorrow, and then we're back down to the 60s. I think right up through Memorial and beyond, and into June. This is $1 Million Beach over here to the right. But if, like I just said, they're still closed until next week. Prospect Mountain straight ahead. We're going to try to do a video from Prospect Mountain next Sunday for Memorial Day. Do it first thing in the morning. Have coffee with the vets, for the vets. Shoot the Willy Bobo for a few minutes, show you the sights. And then we'll be back off and do whatever we're going to do for the day. I plan on also being in Saratoga Springs that day. Hopefully doing something live. As you can see, there's people everywhere, and it's not Memorial Day. Next week, folks. But they're going to start coming in this week. By Thursday, the city or the town will be really, really mobbed, and then it's just going to get worse from there. Friday, Saturday. There'll be fireworks and stuff as always. So off on the right-hand side over here is, I'm going to try to pronounce it properly, it's the Lac de Saint Sacrament. The Lac de Sacrament. And then the Minnehaha is coming up here on the right. They also have the Mohegan, but the Mohegan's out. We saw the Mohegan go out earlier if you were watching earlier. And Fort William Henry is across the street over here. There's so much to do in Lake George. I couldn't imagine who wouldn't want to be in Lake George this time. I tell you though, here's my word of advice. Bring a good pair of walking shoes. Don't even try to get around here on Memorial Day weekend. Anytime after Memorial Day, right through Labor Day. What you see off on the right over here on all these bikes, that's your best bet. Or even better, these other people just walking, coming up here on the right. Those are your best bets of getting around this town. There's a lot to do. There's something for everyone from 9 to 99 and beyond. I'm trying to take a nice, purposefully slow drive and trying to get caught at the stoplight, but I got caught at the stoplight, but where there's an arcade across the street, and there's a gyro over to the left. Another pizza, slice of pizza over here. At the Hop Italian American Family Restaurant. What else do we got? We got a visitor center. We got Riley's. I can't see that far away. Sandy Feet. I guess that's the shoe store of some kind. And listen, so if you're just joining us, I tried telling everybody earlier, I do apologize for the dashboard. I really, that's the thing that you're seeing. Oh, that drives me crazy. I'm sorry that you have to see that. I have no other choice because that's the way this camera is working. So here we're going to take a ride up through the village. And no worries, if you don't see everything, we're going to come back down. I'm going to go right up here to the edge of town, and we're going to swing a Yui. Hang a Louie, as some would say. Coming back. I'll take that cargo. Oh, this is going to be a wild summer in Lake George. I can feel it. You guys know I do Uber and Lyft and DoorDash and Uber Eats. Sometimes picking up here. Oof. Folks, if you're able to make it to a corner, if you're doing an Uber or a Lyft, try to get to a corner of a cross street and be ready. Keep an eye on your app. It's so hard to stop and hold up traffic behind you, waiting for people who aren't there when we arrive to pick you up. So if I can give you one piece of advice to make your ride a little bit easier to find, go to the corner. Or someplace with a parking lot that you can get into. Make sure you set your PIN. If you don't know what that is, ask me in the comments and I'll tell you. I'll give you instructions on how to do that. You can set your PIN on both Uber and Lyft. And if you're doing the Eats and you're looking for deliveries, make sure that you leave instructions exactly what hotel you're in. The street numbers are great, but they don't really help out a lot when there's a gazillion and one hotels. And make sure you leave your room number. Also, check with your hotel because a lot of the hotels are not letting door dashers and Uber Eats people up into the rooms because of the thing that Will mentioned. That should be over with. So yes, I am going up over here. And I'm going to just go down here and turn around. I just want to do it safely. Now, we did a ride around Lake George last year, and I didn't get a chance to put the video on. So if you want me to go back and do a ride around Lake George and you want to see what the scenery is like, you're not going to see the lake the entire ride. In fact, barely, if ever, because you got like a gazillion-dollar homes that are all blocking your view. But I'd be more than willing to take you around. So just have to let me know what you're looking, where I should go. If you have a video idea, let me know. Then we're going to go back in the Lake George. So according to my car, it's 97 degrees. The humidity is just unbearable. So be prepared. But again, like I said a few minutes ago, the weather here in Lake George, New York is going to drastically change in a couple of days. So make sure if you're coming for Memorial Day to bring a sweater. You're probably going to need it. Unless, of course, you're like coming from Minnesota, Arctic somewhere where it's like perpetually cold. This will be like a heat wave for you. The problem with having these really high temperatures and then dropping down You don't have a chance to get used to the weather, and when the body starts feeling like, oh, 60 degrees, now you're oak chill. It's freezing. There's a whole bunch of chain hotels here. Courtyard is to the right of me. But we do support the locals, folks. Much better service. Much better service. Look at a red light. You guys know I like country music, right? If you don't, you do now. We've got a whole bunch of country music review videos that we did. I still have some in the hopper. I like really classic country, some really old school stuff like Cowboy Twitty, Loretta Lynn, Kitty Wells, Hank Williams, those kind of people. Willie Nelson, big fan of Willie. Friend of Willie. We did a video last year. We went to Willie's Outlaw Music Festival in Spain, Saratoga Performing Arts Center last year. And Willie Nelson and his son Micah Nelson, aka Particle Kid, they did a kick-ass duet together. The name of the song is "If I Die When I'm High, I'll Be Halfway to Heaven." If you haven't listened to that song, you have to hear it. It's in our playlist. Just search for Willie Nelson in our playlist and you'll find it. That and a whole bunch of other ones. We also have Bobby Nelson. If you don't know, she's Willie Nelson's sister. She recently passed away. We actually have her last performance at Saratoga Performing Arts Center, also on our channel. So if you're interested in hearing her play the piano, Down Yonder is the name of the song. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal song. We got a whole bunch of other ones. Willie did a duet with, actually, it wasn't a duet, it was a triet. What do you call it? There's three of them. It was Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Snoop Dogg, if you can stand it. Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die. Well, him and Willie and Micah did that song too. We got that up there. And Still Not Dead Again Today. Another great song. So yeah, here at Butchie Boom, folks, we have a whole range of interests, things that we like to do. We're very proud Americans here, folks. We love our country. We love our freedoms just as much as everybody else does. Just don't have to go screaming it from the mountaintops. We walk the walk and we talk the talk. So I'm passing the gas station here on purpose because I want to see what this Exxon is over here. $4.85, folks. $4.85. Now I drive. Let me just tell you what I drive. I drive a Ford Focus. When I bought this car, it cost about $25 to fill it up, if that. Now we're close to 60. Can you stand it? Absolutely crazy, insane. Folks, we're done going through Lake George. You don't have to do this one more time. I really just want to go back down and see. So we're going to turn around right here. This is Stewart's, by the way. Last year we had one of our viewers who loves Stewart's. We do too. Excellent ice cream if you're ever up in the area. They have sandwiches and they're branching out and doing pizza. Not so bad. Really, it's not so bad. So if you want something really quick, it's local. They're a local organization. They make all their ice cream and all of their dairy products are done right here in the Capital District, right in Saratoga. We can take you down there if you want. And if you're here doing some Lake George stuff and you just want to get out and you want to do some hiking or some walking, there's Prospect Mountain, which is just phenomenal. There's several pull-off areas along the way. And each one of them have little hiking trails that will actually hike down to the lake. So we just see somebody get pulled over. Watch your speed at Lake George, folks. There's like a zero tolerance for the speeding. Zero tolerance. And you know what else there's zero tolerance? Oh, gosh, did this guy go the wrong way? So we're gonna go down this one. We're gonna follow around. Sorry, Mr. Oscar, but I gotta go around. Did I say awesome? Officer. Awesome. Support the blue. And our freedoms. Yeah, I never like doing things political on this channel because everything is so political these days. But I'm at the point where I'm getting so fed up that it seems like you're less than an American if you're not waving a flag and and you got them flying off the back of your pickup truck. Give me a break. You're better than I am. We can all express our gratitude for this country in our own way. We're all Americans. We're all patriotic. You're no more patriotic than I am. I admit I have never been on Lake George. Not yet. I used to own a house on Saratoga Lake. That was fun. You ever get down to Saratoga, you can ride a boat down there. It's like I'm sure you can here on Lake George. But back to the politics, I figure if everybody else can talk about this stuff, why can't I? You know, as an American, I have my thoughts and feelings too. Are they any less valid than somebody riding around in a pickup truck waving 15 flags off the back? No, stop it already. Makes me crazy. You come out and you see these flags up all hours of the day and night. You're supposed to take your flag down, not have it being shredded in the wind, at nighttime when no one can see it. That's just not right. Somehow you're more patriotic. Stuff's out of hand. We're all Americans, folks. Unique, diverse. I wouldn't change it for nothing. Here we go. We're going to just take one more trip. Hey, there's a bit of Jerry's. I didn't know there's a nice one down in Saratoga, too, by the way. Want to get out of here. And I'm sure if you're here in Lake George, you're going to mosey on down to Saratoga. They got SPAC down there. They got the track. Always lots of fun. Track this year, by the way, if you're interested, is July 14th through September 5th. We are going to be live at Saratoga Racetrack for opening day. Last year we did it. We were over on Union Street. I suspect we're going to be in the same place. If I can get in there, I will. This new thing that's going around is called the Fungelo. So we want to make sure that we have the. It's tough right now to afford things to do like that with these gas prices. I'm sure we're not the only ones. I don't know if anybody wants to take the ride with me, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to turn around like we just did, and then I'm going to go to. You know where we should go? Let's take a ride up to Oscars and go get a stick of pepperoni, and then go home with it. Oscars, if you don't know, is that smokehouse made famous by Rachel Ray. My grandfather, who he was born in the 20s, and in the 40s and 50s, he would come up here from Monmouth County, New York, just to get Oscars, smoke hams. But my understanding is Oscars has all kinds of stuff from various kinds of meat that you'd find in the grocery store, and then a whole bunch of other meat kind of stuff, like Warrensburg's 5 miles ahead. That's where Oscars is, Warrensburg, New York. But they've got venison. They've got some strange things. I don't know if I would necessarily eat. But I think what we'll do is we'll save Oscars for another day. What I am going to do is I'm going to find a spot, turn around. We're going to go back through the village one more time. Then we're going to hop over the mountain. I don't know if you guys can ride with me during that. I don't know if I'm going to lose signal. But we're going to head on over to Luzerne into Corinth, New York. And then for sure I'll have to hang it up at that point. But just as a reminder, if you're just joining us, we hope to be live. I don't know who these people are. Say goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Next, Veterans Memorial Highway is what it is. It's in Lake George. When you get to the top of it, it's just a gorgeous scene. The flags are whipping around where they're supposed to be. Nice tribute to the veterans that make everything that we're doing possible. It's because of the veterans of this country. Current veterans, past veterans, all veterans, and everybody who supports the veterans. It's all because of you that we're able to do what we're doing. And I want to pay my respects to the top of Prospect Mountain. Bring a cup of coffee. Go up there, have a cup of coffee with you guys. Hang out. And then go back and do my day. I'm going to be in Saratoga at some point on Memorial Day. We're really lucky to live here because we've got access to some of the most gorgeous parts of New York State. New York City's got nothing in this. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo. Now, the next best place after here is Niagara Falls. You get a chance to walk across that bridge. I've done it. And had to turn around and walk right back. But I've done it. So if you get a chance to do it, do it. I actually have pictures of anybody. I just found the pictures of it the other day. So if anybody wants pictures, let me know. I can put pictures of them. Duffy's Tavern. They have an outside tiki bar. 3 bars and great food, it says. That's off over here to the left. I don't know if this is still in use or not, but there's a building over here, this old brick building. See, I can turn it a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, that steeple building with the steeple. But it says on the face of it, it says Warren County Courthouse. So is it still in use? I don't know. Never been in there. If somebody knows, leave it in the comments. They were a little frustrated they didn't get a chance to cross the street. Well, you're in Lake George, you're just going to walk. So you can see, look, this is not even Memorial Day. Next week, we have a week to go. And we are mobbed here. Absolutely mobbed. I know the nightlife is booming. I haven't been up here in a gazillion years at night during the summer season. But I do know that it is a huge nightlife up here. If you want to go out, Lake George, New York is the place to be. Saratoga Springs, New York, too, folks. Don't forget about Saratoga Springs. And this time of year, they get just as crowded for various reasons. You know, you got track and Saratoga Performing Arts Center, aka SPAC. And when you've got them both going at the same time, Saratoga Springs is very hard to move around in. But it's great. And you know, I gotta be careful how I word this, but so I don't get a hit from the censors. Uh, New York has undergone a significant legalization. So what I'll do, so that you know what I'm talking about. So if you know anything about Willie or Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm talking about now. It's it's completely 100% legal here in New York State. Anywhere that tobacco is consumed, it can be consumed. And if you want more information on what has transpired, hit me off in the comments below. I'll tell you. I'll send you a private message or an email. Believe it or not, we started this channel talking about that very subject. And it was so hard for the censors. They kept censoring every single thing. And every time we said the C word or the we word, W word, C being kind of, you know, yeah, they'd give us they'd change our rating. And we wouldn't be, they would make it very difficult for us. So we had to end that part of the channel, which really to this day bothers me. Because we are big proponents here, folks. Support that the new law in MRTA, 199%. It's about time. Enough of the insanity. Lately, I've got some opinions, folks. Thought about starting another channel just so I could talk about my political opinions. I really, truly believe that there's a middle of the road. We just have to fight. It's the extremes on both sides that just keeps the monotony stuff going on, at nauseum. I used to be a news junkie. I can't even watch TV anymore. Everything is so one-sided, so political. You know, half of the stuff that you're hearing on TV, whatever channel you're watching, is all a bunch of caca. It's all garbage. It's all meant so that they can get their ratings in and gin up these people. They're riding around with 15 flags on the back of a pickup truck or a motorcycle. Aha, I'm a better patriot than you because I'm waving 20 different flags and I got a shotgun and all of this other stuff. Yeah, break. It takes a whole country to make a country, folks. You don't have the pet on being a patriot just because you got flags waving around. or you're packing heat. You don't have the market corner. I love my country too. And I dare anybody to tell me I don't. That's how much I love my country. Dare anybody to tell me I don't. Work hard, play hard, live hard too. You can do all of that right here. Oh, that cop is still there. If you were there a minute ago, he's still there. How long does it take to write a ticket? Give them their ticket and send them on their way. No, you have to be nice and just say no. So what we're going to do now, folks, we're heading out of Lake George. I'm going to keep the film running because when I was coming down here, I came the back way through Lake Luzerne, and the scenery was just spectacular. So I'm hoping, I don't know what the view is like through the StreamYard. It's driving me crazy that I see the dashboard, so I really hope you're getting a good view. But I'm going to keep it going. Lake Luzerne is a hop, skip, and a jump from Lake George. It happens to be on my way home. And I think I'm going to skip going out and doing the door dashes right now. And just make my way towards them. Hey, look at that. It's the Starship Enterprise. I'm saying, what? There's some Star Trek fanatics across the street over here. Can't see them, but I can. So Lake Luzerne, according to the sign right in front of me, is 11 miles away. 97 degrees, folks. Let me show you my dashboard. 97 degrees. 97. It's 97. Great Escape, by the way, is straight ahead. You got to use your imagination though to see it because I'm not going that way. Sorry. If you want to, we'll do it again sometime. So we're on 9N heading south. You may get a little bit of a glare or see a crazy motorcycle person just cut in front of somebody with a glare in their eyes. Another gas station, $4.89. $6.59 for diesel. That was the sound of my car telling me speaking of gas here, 50 miles from running out. So we're going to head on through Lake Luzerne, New York. We're going to take that drive up here. I think as soon as we get around this back layer of the Tracey, will probably go away, hopefully. The last time I took you guys on this trip, which wasn't so long ago, I did a video for Lake Luzerne about a month ago. There was hardly any leaves on the trees at all. There was still snow all over the place. And that's what it's miraculously, it's all gone. There's leaves on the trees. 93 degrees. You gotta be kidding me. Someone says there's no such thing as a weather machine. I don't know about that. I truly believe there is. That's my conspiracy theory. Last year also we went to the Lake Wizard public campgrounds. They're coming up here on the left as well. You get a chance to look through the playlist and you'll see it. We drove right around all through there. We went to the Hadley Bow Bridge, which is it. That's one of our better videos. We did another good video is the fire tower. I can't think of the name of this place where there's an actual fire tower that you can walk up. It's about 70 feet into the air. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's about 20 minutes or so, half hour outside of Lake George, over at Porter's Corners, New York. If you want to know what the name of it is, let me know in the comments. I will make sure that I put a link to the video and tell you what it is. I forget the name of it. I can't believe I keep forgetting it. They say the mind's the first to go, right? are now. I'm going to wrap this video up, and I'm going to be heading home. Thank you so much for watching. If you get a chance, appreciate those thumbs up, subscribing. If you can, hit that thanks button below. We really could appreciate it. Could use it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, and take care.